source fosters a more, I would say, rapid pace of innovation because it uses, and the community is using and collaborating to the latest models out there with transparency by virtue of it being a community. And I believe that in and of itself minimizes data security, copyright issues, or limits them at least. It also increases cost effectiveness because you're optimizing to the cost for performant models as you go, as you innovate rapidly. And it provides more flexibility through customization of these models. It also avoids lock-ins, right? If you're an organization into a certain model. I think also the technology is just early on. So there is an ethical kind of safety in the community rallying and contributing to a space as we figure this technology out more and more. So, I mean, cat is out of the bag. I am a fan of open source, as you can tell. But closed innovation, you're right. It might give an organization a greater sense of control, especially this early on as you're figuring out a technology. I can see an argument, as you mentioned, for enterprises where intellectual property is a major, major concern. I can see that argument. However, I do believe the trade-offs far outweigh the benefits if you go the open source, the closed source route. It is a lot more resource intensive. So, you know, if you can afford that as a gigantic company, then that's great. But it is very resource intensive. I do believe it makes execution slower because, again, we're early on in the curve of this innovation still, whereby you need the rallying of the minds, and that drives faster execution from a community-based perspective.